Do you believe the wording of Minnesota's law is allowing rapists to go uncharged?
It's making it near impossible for us to successfully prosecute cases.
Nearly 1 in 10 women report being the victim of a drug or alcohol-facilitated rape. Yet investigative reporter AJ Legault discovers rapists in those types of cases are almost never brought to justice.
You can see them exiting the Monticello on the left. Now she is walking, as you can see. He's kind of holding her.
You're looking at dark and grainy surveillance video, never before seen publicly, that changed how rape is prosecuted, or we should say, not prosecuted in Minnesota.
You know, this was a case where I felt she was physically helpless.
Mark Erickson is Assistant Wright County Attorney. He tried the 2011 case, which centers on a wedding reception held at the Monticello Community Center. He walked us through the footage.
She collapses, and she looks like she's like on her knees and her hands, and he's clearly struggling to lift her up.
The man is the wedding photographer, Tane Finley. The woman, a 35-year-old mother of 2 and wedding guest.
It looks like he's almost dragging her.
They disappear inside his car for roughly 40 minutes.
Then they exit the car, and again she collapses.
A security guard approaches.
She's still lying there.
Erickson says Finley walks away and eventually leaves. Incoherent, unable to stand on her own, the woman had to be helped by other wedding guests to a hotel room. The woman would later tell police she'd had 4 drinks over a period of several hours and was not drunk. She thought she'd been drugged, left with little memory of what happened here outside the community center. The next day, she went to the hospital. A sex assault nurse performed a rape kit and found bruising and lacerations in her groin and upper thigh areas, and that she exhibited symptoms consistent with possible drug-facilitated assault. However, the BCA crime lab found no drugs in her system. That's not unusual. The most common date rape drugs metabolize extremely quickly and are rarely, if ever, detected, says former Ramsey County sex crimes prosecutor Corinne Long.
I am personally not aware of any investigation that has led to showing that GHB or one of the other common drugs was actually found in a toxicology examination.
In fact, when Kara Levin asked the BCA for data on 2 of the most common date rape drugs, we found in the last 20 years, they've gotten a hit for GHB only 6 times. And Rohypnol, they've never found it. The wedding photographer, when questioned by police, denied giving her anything or doing anything non-consensual. With the state lab finding no drugs and a victim who couldn't remember exactly what happened, the case likely would have been closed. But remember, there's this video showing the woman appearing to stumble and fall to the ground both before and after she was in Finley's car.
I mean, normally these cases you wouldn't have any kind of evidence like this.
Erickson brought sex assault charges against Finley, claiming the victim could not consent because she was physically helpless.
To me, the evidence is there.
After seeing the video, the jury agreed, convicting Finley of felony sex assault and gross misdemeanor non-consensual sexual contact. But the Minnesota Court of Appeals, in a ruling now known as State v. Finley, reversed the felony conviction. Why? It found, under Minnesota law, the woman did not meet the physically helpless standard. That ruling has had a profound impact on sexual assault cases across the state. In essence, telling prosecutors that even an extremely intoxicated victim has to be asleep or unconscious in order to prove that a suspect knew they were physically helpless.
We have to turn a bunch of these cases down presently because we don't have someone who in essence has passed out.
Mike Freeman is Hennepin County Attorney. He recently alluded to the problem when discussing the University of Minnesota wrestlers under investigation for sexual assault.
We will not be filing any criminal charges in this case.
He says Minnesota needs to change the law and points to Wisconsin. Their law allows for convictions where an intoxicated or drug victim is not passed out.
I believe there are cases in which women are violated that aren't yet passed out.
How often does this issue come up with you and your prosecutors?
Too often.
Back to Monticello and that wedding reception. Tane Finley, the photographer, is still convicted of misdemeanor sex assault. But because of his case, victims are less likely to get justice in Minnesota today.
It seems you clearly believe a sexual assault case happened here or you wouldn't have charged it. But if this same case landed on your desk today, would you bring charges?
Very likely not.
The victim in the wedding reception case, who asked not to be identified, tells us Minnesota needs to change its law, which currently enables predators. I'm joined now by investigative journalist Brandon Stahl, who partnered on this reporting. And Brandon, you found there's another major legal loophole, if you will, in drugging cases that's preventing rapists from being charged.
That's absolutely right. What we found is that under Minnesota's law, dealing with the sexual assault of victims under the influence of drugs, prescription, or even alcohol requires them to have been administered without the victim's agreement.
So if you voluntarily drank too much or even took your own prescription medicine and someone sexually assaulted you in that vulnerable state, it's difficult to charge them under Minnesota's law?
That's exactly right, AJ. What happens is our investigation found in the last 5 years, the drugging law has only been used once to get a sexual assault conviction.
Just once. You can read our complete investigation, including about efforts now being made to change Minnesota's rape laws on KARE11.com.